Running inside, it's Jackson. At the 30, finding some room. The 20, the 10, touchdown, Fighting Irish. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Making side adjustments here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The run inside. It's Benjamin. And he's dragged down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Watching film of this guy, one of the things that really stood out to me was his catch radius, how you just need to throw it somewhere near his body, and he can reel it in. How great was that one-handed stab? Just climbs the ladder. I thought for sure that thing was going to be falling incomplete, but he reels it in, and it's a massive 1st down for the offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Clark. Across the 35. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Run in the red zone, it's Benjamin. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Rayner. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down.
180 race car. 180 race car.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown. He's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A strike downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Running inside. It's Jackson. Makes it past the marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
To throw, it's Rayner. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. Zings it complete to the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He's got great speed. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
The run inside. It's Benjamin. Picks up the first down. Maybe some room here. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement out front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run it. And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you love the gutsy call by the offense there.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different...
Caught, and he's got room. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it, forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Gets loose in the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Stepping to the right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Running inside, it's Benjamin. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Ducks are flying down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Benjamin. There he goes. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks!
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Finds his man, it's Washington. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The run inside. It's Jackson. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got enough for the first. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.